Well, thank you for stopping by, and God bless each and every one of you. And I hope that you're having an awesome Sunday. And I hope you will stay till the end of this video because that's where the important information really, really is. And have a super blessed day. Well, I wanted to do a video on milk and the storing of milk, and it has to do with the milk that I saw at Dollar Tree. Now, I had parents that had a farm, and dairy cattle was something that they had on that farm, and they sold the milk to go into the grocery stores. And my dad always kept a few gallons for us. And so I know what milk tastes like, and so my opinion really is coming from what I have tasted and what I knew as a child and growing up. And a lot of things have changed since then. Our recipes, but most of the recipes today that we have out there are not calling for condensed milks or non-fat dry milk, but this is the things that we are storing for difficult times. And so this is what I wanted to discuss with you. I personally feel that these milks, even the milk at the grocery store, I just don't drink milk anymore. I just don't like the taste of it. It doesn't taste like what I remember as a kid. And these milks change the taste of a recipe. The original recipe, yes, it does. You may not think so, but it does. It reacts differently because most recipes are coming from the point of you using whole regular milk. It's not coming from instant non-fat dry milk. This isn't something that most of our recipes here call for. And so I know that there's countries that do have this. They serve non-fat dry milks. There is a thing that I have read on this that if you keep this at a certain temperature, it will store indefinitely. Okay, now you got to remember the moment you open something up, it starts to deteriorate faster. But the problem of it is my house, even in the summertime, it gets hotter than the recommended storage temperature, which is 70 degrees and below. My house in the summertime is much hotter than that. I had a friend, and the reason I know this can be a difficult problem, I have a friend that one year stored a whole bunch of canned goods in a back room in a trailer where she lives. And all of those canned goods spoiled. Why? Well, it got to about 98 or 90 something, maybe even 100 degrees back there in that room. And when she went to open her canned goods, when she hit that can opener, it squirted everywhere. And there was a foul odor. She opened up several cans, and all her canned goods were bad. Now, they were not even past the best by use date, and they were already spoiled. And that is something that I think a lot of us don't realize or don't stop and think about when the day comes, like this evaporated milk here. Will it stay on that shelf if our houses don't have air conditioning and the heat of summer when it's over 100 degrees? I don't think it will. And I think that's going to be a serious problem for some of us. But we'll save another day. The best bet would be to go with instant non-fat dry milk in that case. I store mine in the freezer, and so that makes it easier. Now, people do use these milks for different things. I will use the non-fat dry milk for biscuits. Yeah, I don't like the taste of it with the evaporated milk. I've used it, and I do not like the taste of it. Now, the evaporated milk I use in oatmeal, but I've got a problem because I don't like when you add the non-fat dry milk to it. It's just got a really watery taste. It just does. It's not like a whole milk. And if you store whole milk, the shelf life on that is a whole lot less. Now, this milk is very good to make a pancake mix, your own homemade pancake mix. And the reason I think making your own is so good is because you can use organic, non-GMO flour to do it. Okay, now to the Dollar Tree milk. The reason that this can be stored this way on the shelf is basically it's dead. They have processed this at such a high temperature. That's why they can put it in this carton and have such a long shelf life on it. they killed everything. The temperature is so high on it, they killed everything in it. Good bacteria, bad bacteria, everything. I mean, even they had to put the vitamins back in it again. They do that with all our milk. So compared to what I grew up with, after doing the research, I don't think it's any worse than anything else we're drinking out there. And so I will keep a few cartons of it, and simply because it is much better if you want to make a cake or a chocolate pie to have this kind of milk on hand, or even biscuits, than to have to necessarily use dry milk. And if you store your powdered milk in the freezer, it can keep for indefinitely, and so you can hold on to it longer by using this in the replacement when it comes to cooking foods. Well, I hope you enjoyed this information, and God bless you guys, and have a super blessed day.